Gordon Moore's net worth in 2023. Do you know who's behind the massive tech company, Intel? It's Gordon Moore, a giant in the tech industry. This article will closely examine the wealth he has accumulated throughout his impressive career. As of 2023, just how rich is he? Read on to discover Gordon Moore's net worth and learn how his innovative mindset has shaped his success. What is Gordon Moore's net worth and salary in 2023? Information details. Gender male. Birth date January 3, 1929. Age 94 years old. Birthplace San Francisco, California, USA. Nationality American. Net worth $6.8 billion. Source of wealth co-founding Intel Corporation. Height not available. According to Forbes, Gordon Moore's net worth is estimated at around $6.8 billion. He became very rich mainly because of his successful business ventures, especially his involvement in Intel, the biggest company making small silicon chips. Read more. Jeffrey Skoll net worth. Why is Gordon Moore famous? Moore isn't just famous for his wealth, he's a technological trailblazer. His name is synonymous with Moore's Law, a prediction he made about the speed of technological progress. Moore predicted that the number of transistors on a tiny computer chip would double every 2 years, causing a tremendous increase in computing strength. This insight has shaped the tech industry for over half a century. Additionally, Moore helped start Intel, a very important technology company that has greatly influenced the world. We can't emphasize enough how much he has shaped our digital experiences. Gordon Moore's overview. Early life. Gordon Earl Moore was born on January 3, 1929, in San Francisco, California. When he was young, he resided in a small town called Pescadero. However, when he turned 10 years old, his family relocated to Redwood City because his father found a better job as a deputy sheriff. A chemistry set he received as a Christmas gift in 1940 sparked his interest in chemistry. Because of this, he decided to study chemistry at Sequoia High School and continued his studies at San Jose State College, now called San Jose State University, from 1942 to 1947. He then transferred to the University of California, Berkeley, where he studied under renowned scientists like Glenn Seaborg, Melvin Calvin, and William Jock. In 1950, Moore completed his studies and got a Bachelor of Science degree in chemistry. Then, he studied at the California Institute of Technology, Caltech, and received a Ph.D. in chemistry and physics in 1954. Career. Moore's career started to soar when he got a job at Shockley Semiconductor Laboratory in 1956. He worked there with William Shockley, who was one of the people who came up with the transistor. However, after a year and a half, Moore and 7 colleagues, known as the Traitorous Eight, left Shockley due to management issues and formed Fairchild Semiconductor Corporation in 1957. This new venture quickly became a major player in the transistor manufacturing industry, with Moore as the Director of Research and Development from 1959. In 1965, while still at Fairchild, Moore made a groundbreaking prediction that would later become known as Moore's Law. He guessed the number of transistors on a computer chip would double yearly. This prediction was mostly correct, although it was adjusted to approximately every 2 years later. 3 years later, in 1968, Moore and Robert Noyce left Fairchild to establish Intel Corporation. Moore was elected executive vice president until 1975 when he was promoted to president. At Intel, Moore held various leadership positions, including vice president, 1968 to 75, president, 1975 to 79, chief executive officer, 1975 to 87, and chairman of the board of directors, 1979 to 97. With him in charge, Intel grew to become the biggest company in the world that makes tiny chips from silicon. They also introduced new technologies for computer memory, integrated circuits, and designing microprocessors. Besides his job at Intel, Moore was chairman of Caltech's Board of Trustees from 1993 to 2000. Because of his important contributions to technology, he received the National Medal of Technology in 1990 as recognition. After retiring from Intel in 2006, Moore focused on philanthropy, establishing the Gordon and Betty Moore Foundation with his wife. The foundation targeted environmental conservation, science, and the San Francisco Bay Area, among other initiatives. Despite retiring, Moore's influence continued to leave a lasting impact. In 2022, Intel renamed its main Oregon site as Gordon Moore Park, in his honor. Unfortunately, Moore died on March 24, 2023, when he was 94 years old. He left behind a great legacy of innovation and leadership in the technology field. Personal life. Gordon Moore was married to Betty Irene Whitaker. The couple first met in 1947 during a student government conference at the Asilomar Conference grounds. Their relationship blossomed into marriage in 1950, marking the beginning of a lifelong partnership. Together, they had two sons, Kenneth, born in 1954, and Stephen, born in 1959. The family resided in Woodside, California. Philanthropy. After he stopped working at Intel in 1997, Moore focused on charity work and scientific study. He and his wife, Betty, created the Gordon and Betty Moore Foundation. This foundation has given billions of dollars to help protect the environment, study science and care for patients. Moore has also given money to many scientific groups and projects, like the 30-meter telescope and the Allen Institute for Brain Science. When he died, his foundation had already donated over $5 billion. The foundation still had about $9 billion that they planned to donate. They gave $600 million to the California Institute of Technology in 2001 and donated an additional $100 million in 2015. FAQs about Gordon Moore. How old was Gordon Moore? Gordon Moore age was 94 years old. How tall was Gordon Moore? Gordon Moore height was unknown. How much of Intel does Gordon Moore own? The tech business owner, who is 91 years old, still has about a 4% share in the company. Is Moore's Law still valid? Moore's Law had predicted that the number of chips would double every 2 years. This isn't happening now, which technically means Moore's Law isn't working. But it's still causing important changes, and they're just taking place at a slower speed. Conclusion. The net worth Gordon Moore is a testament to the power of vision and innovation. If you've enjoyed learning about Moore and want to discover more about other influential figures in the world of technology and beyond, be sure to explore our other articles here on hereO Family.